stars. You guys, I pray that you are doing well. I pray that you are happy and healthy in your heart and all that other good stuff. And I pray you guys are eating well. These temperatures are cooler now, colder now, getting colder. And you know what it wants me to do? It wants me to eat comfort food. Hence these potatoes in front of you. You guys, I am popping in because I am going to share how we make our baked stuffed potatoes. So stay tuned. Alright, so what I did is I stopped by the grocery store, of course, to get my potatoes. It's just 3 of us eating it tonight. So I went ahead and cleaned the skin, first things first. And this part is really simple because honestly, all you're doing is cleaning the skin really good. And typically you do that because, you know, you've just been taught to do that. You're supposed to clean everything before you cook it. We don't really eat the skin, but, you know, we're going to clean it anyway. But if you plan on eating the skin of the potatoes, which has nutrients in it as well, you definitely want to clean that skin. So what I did is I cleaned the skin like I said, and then I'm going to poke holes in it. And you can either use a fork just to jab holes in it, or like I like to use, you know, these little corn on the cob holders. I'm gonna use that because that's perfect. So Patrice, why are you using this to poke holes or poking holes in a potato to begin with? Well, see this potato? It's really thick, heavy, dense, whatever you want to call it. And because you want to be able to get all the way to the core of the potato and cook it all the way through and through, it's almost like you're venting it. Think of it like that. Now, I will say this. If you don't poke holes in it, it's still going to bake through and through. But you get a more even bake if you poke holes in it. So stay tuned and watch me do this. Okay, so you can't really see all the holes per se. You might be able to see some of them, but like I said, it doesn't have to be even all around it. But if you want to get it all over it and just poke holes in it to help it bake evenly all throughout. And I'm going to put this in the oven for 2 hours at a temperature of 400 because we like our potatoes piping hot. They're all ready to go in the oven. As you can see, that was really easy, really simple. And just put it in your oven. I would do between 450 and 400 temperature and put it in there for about 2 hours. It'll be piping hot. So I'll come back when it's ready to be stuffed. And while the potatoes in the oven, I'm gonna prep everything else. So we like to put fresh tomatoes on our stuffed potatoes or our baked potatoes, along with green onions, or as we like to call them, scallions. And the featured meat is going to be chicken, which I already have cleaned and seasoned. And it's been seasoned for a few days, so y'all know that's about to be so good. And then we also put butter, sour cream, cheese. You know, we all make ours differently, but I'm just going to prep all these things and get this ready. so that when it's finished, we can just dress it up and eat. So. Okay, the potatoes are almost ready. They're in the oven and it's right under 2 hours, but that's because I actually turned it up to 450 because we started to get real hungry smelling this cooked chicken. But let me just show you guys. Here's the chicken that I had in the bowl earlier that I cut up. I just cooked it in a little bit of oil and with some onions and just let it sit in its own juices with the seasoning. So that's what we're gonna put. We also have some guacamole that I have left over from yesterday that I may put some of that on the top of my potato. I have the cut up green onions, otherwise known as scallions. We love fresh tomatoes, so I've got a huge bowl of that as well. I have some butter. Me, I gotta put on the potato. And then I also have some barbecue sauce. Now, I know y'all are like, ew, you putting barbecue sauce? Listen, don't knock it until you try it. Some barbecue chicken. It doesn't have to be barbecued chicken, but just sprinkle some of that on it. My gosh, it is so good. And I may also put some ranch dressing. Now, I was introduced to stuffed baked potatoes from this restaurant called Dickie's Barbecue here in the South that I went with some coworkers years ago and I've been hooked. So yeah. Anywho. All nice and hot. I had it in there for right under 2 hours. Ooh, it's hot, y'all. Woo. Y'all could see the steam. See, and I could cut right through it with a butter knife. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put butter in it. So there it is. Just got it up and personal for you guys. It smells amazing. And trust me when I tell you, it tastes amazing. You see the steam coming up off that bad boy? And it's cooked all the way through because I poked the holes in it. And like I said, it will still bake all the way through, but it's something about it. I think it helps to cook it quicker when you actually poke the holes in it prior to baking. My gosh, look at that. So we are gonna tear this up. This one is mine. The girls are gonna put together their own. But I just wanted to pop in and share that with you guys. Hopefully I help you guys have another meal idea. This is a whole meal all by itself. And sometimes I eat I'll do like a side of fried okra, or I like to say okra. It's actually okra. I do a side of fried okra to go with it because I just, like I said, when I got introduced to it, that's how it was introduced to me. So, and I fell in love with it. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. When you like the episode, hit the thumbs up. And if you have anything you want to share, leave a comment down below. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video.